I moved into Lake Stevens in 2004 and became a resident here. I have kids in the Lake Stevens school district that go to 3 different schools here, and the impact of the traffic that I've seen over the last 14 years has dramatically increased. It's become an issue with traffic of trying to get into town, which is 2 miles across the Trestle, which is directly behind me. It takes anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes now to get into the Everett area. It represents the thoroughfare for the people that live in this region. The only place to get across the river is Marysville or down in Cathcart area of Snohomish County. As my experience in law enforcement, some of the dealings that we have trying to get across the Trestle is the response. If there's an accident or somebody needs to be transported to the local hospital, which is located in Everett, our response is delayed because of the impact of this traffic. It keeps it backed up because people have to move and there's not much place to move to. I had an incident here the other day of coming off the Trestle and trying to go over to another call on Highway 9, and I had vehicles coming down the 2-way left turn lane for almost 8 blocks at me head on, and it delayed my response to getting to the officer that needed help. As a resident here, the impact on my family was my wife used to commute to the south end of Snohomish County, which is about 17 miles from where we live here in Lake Stevens. It would take her, when we first started out living here in 2013, about 45 minutes to get to work. Over a 1.5-year period of time, that commute started turning into an hour, hour and a half. So that's an impact on my family of about an hour and a half in the morning and an hour and a half in the afternoon, which is a 3-hour impact on my family just to get down to 17 miles and get 17 miles back home. It impacts all of our families. When we're delayed, it impacts our kids trying to get to school. My son was delayed 32 times last year when I stopped counting just to go to the middle school, which is located 2 miles from our house. This whole thing impacts everything we do. It impacts our schools, how our kids get to school. It delays them getting in there. It delays emergency response, and it delays us trying to get into Everett to deal with the businesses that we all have to do and the commodities that we have to buy and everything else. Everything is delayed because of this traffic. My hope is to look at it not only just on the Trestle, but the off-ramps and all the arterials that come onto the Trestle. Because we have it right down here on Sunnyside Boulevard, which you come off the Highway 2 Trestle onto State Route 204. The impact of everybody using the side streets of Sunnyside now because of the growth in Marysville, we've got to fix those places too. It's just not only the Trestle, it's all those different intersections that need to be helped to control the arterial and the access onto the Trestle. We hope that by widening the Trestle and allowing more lanes going across will help the traffic flow get across, but you also got to fix the other ends of it too. And that's my hope, is that they can look at it as a wide regional impact and fix those flows so they keep the traffic flowing.